Practice problems for Wednesday, October 22nd. We have number 1, and on this one they ask you to write 2.6 or 2 6/10% as a decimal. Remember, any percent, so something like 35% or 41% could be written as a decimal if you move the decimal point in 2 places to the left. So as a decimal, 35% would be 0.35, also known as 35 hundredths. 41% would be decimal 0.41, also known as 41 hundredths. So for 2 6/10%, you would just move the decimal point over 2 places to the left. You're literally dividing it by 100 because it's out of 100. Okay, so whichever one fits that bill there, figure it out. All right, number 4, I'm not going to really help you with this one. All you have, this is a review. Fill in the grid. What's the percent of the grid that's shaded? And then write it as a fraction and a decimal. All right, so percent, fraction, decimal. They all will mean the same thing. They'll all represent the same number. Number 6, a little bit different. Now, you're given the information here that at a food festival, 3/8 of the dishes were from China. Another 12.5% of the dishes were from Japan. What percent of dishes were from the other countries? So you've got China, you've got Japan, and you've got other countries. And you know that 12.5% is from Japan. You're not sure what about the other countries, and China is 3/8. So the problem here is 1 is a fraction and 1 is a decimal. And the decimal is the percent, 12.5. So what you have to do is you have to figure out the percent that represents 3/8. So I happen to have given you one of those sheets at the beginning of the year. Looks like this: fractions, decimals, percents. Pull that out and it will tell you, it will help you with the 3/8, okay? All right, next one. You also have to do 10 and 11. Number 10. The original price of a DVD is $11. The sale price is 30% off of the original price. What is the sale price? So this is really a 2-part question here. You have to find the amount of money off of the original price that you get, and then you have to find the sale price. So you know that the sale price is 30% off. So you want to find 30% of 11. You have to figure out what 30% of 11 is first. And then once you figure that out, that's going to be the amount that you have off of the original price. So what would the sale price be? All right, so you could do this with a table, or you could just change 30% to a decimal. That's up to you. I'll leave that up to you. All right, last one, number 11. And this is similar to the snack problem from last night. It says the table shows the percent of total items for each type of ball sold at sports equipment store in 1 week. So you've got baseballs, basketballs, footballs, soccer balls, and tennis balls. It says if they sold a total of 450 baseballs and tennis balls, how many total items did they sell in 1 week? So you're going to focus in on the baseballs and the tennis balls, and that's 30% of everything. And what is the number that goes with that 30%? Well, they tell you it's 450. So 450 of those sports balls would be 30% of the total amount sold. You're trying to figure out what 100% of that is. And then when you find that answer, you're going to take that answer and multiply it by $10.95 to figure out how much money they made overall. Okay? So I set that up for you pretty good there. We should be able to figure that out. And that's it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.